Flower symbolizes peace, and what I wanted most for my birthday was that. But not only for me, but for all the wonderful sisters that joined me. So I added the flower games to help us bask in the ambience.
Oh yeah! See! Don't get slayed, it's time to ride the waves.
Don't get
Who's gonna ride that wave? So that sleep down, that's Tony's. Who's gonna ride that wave?
What are we doing on bed? 09. Finally,
Right, you sitting there. How do you do it?
I'm scared and I'm sweating.
The state of Florida requires that anybody born 1988 or after has to take a temporary voter's license. It's 25 questions, it's a $3 fee, you do it on your phone.
Oh, my
I feel so sick. Like every time I stand up here, I'm about to pass out.
I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna send you a message with your information that says like rain check and all of that. And then you just come back, you just show it up here.
Okay. So do I have to take the boat test today?
No, just make sure you bring it back done when you come back.
Alright. It's way too, it's something up there that's making me go crazy.
What's wrong? You think it's
I don't feel, oh my god, like I feel so sick. Like I'm gonna pass out.
We came out to do jet skis. My sister got overwhelmed. The reality is she's really scared of water. She don't have anxiety.
I was not scared. I don't get scared. What had happened was it was hot as fuck up there. And she was overwhelming me with information. Oh, I was too much. I was sweating and shit. It was too much. If we want something different for ourselves and our daughters and the future females of the world, we gotta be willing to create it ourselves. We have to be willing to break barriers and break chains and break generational curses. Growing up like in the ghetto and black, it's this story that we got where like we're lazy, we're aggressive, we're not hardworking, we're not about anything. All that is false. We know that, we've been knew that or whatever, but for whatever reason we've been living in something else. And moving forward, coming out of that, we have to be willing to rewrite the story. We gotta do it. We gotta do the shit ourselves. You know what I mean? We got to put it out there. We got to tell people who we are. In order for you to tell somebody who you are, you got to know who you are. You got to learn yourself. You got to be able to set boundaries. And in order for you to set boundaries, you got to know who you are. You got to love who you are. Like it's a really we're on a mission to better, to rewrite the story. But when you doing that, you got to know exactly what's going on from the inside of you. And it's up to you to tell your story. I came up with a cute little game. I'm calling it Flower Time. And what we're going to do is when I give somebody a flower, I'm going to choose one person. Right now, we're just going to do one person. I'm going to choose one person. And you're going to answer the question. You guys know if you don't participate in the games or whatever, what you have to do. You got to wear a little silly hat. And it wasn't in effect yesterday, but it's in effect today. All right? All right, so that's what we're about to do. So, you know what? I have something. I'm picking somebody. I wasn't going to do any money, but I'm picking somebody.
Why do I have to be the first person? Why do you have to make an example out of it?
We all going to listen. We all going to do Flower Time, so it's okay. The question is, if you could be anybody in the world, would you rather be them or yourself, and why?
I'd rather be myself because I'm a hard, black, working, loving woman and very independent.
And anybody got something to add?
Beyonce. Oh, that's a good thing. I might want to be Beyonce. Did you say how long or how long we might be somebody else?
That's really good.
I might want to be Beyonce one day.
And guess what?
I might want to be in the Lion King. I might want to be in the Okay? Sometimes. She's hard working. I seen that y'all seen that documentary. She's hard working. She's loving. I'm loving.
All of the above.
And she got a little bit or a lot more coin than me. A lot more coin. So yes, I might want to be Beyonce one day.
I know you want to be Beyonce. Like that. Like, it's a Beyonce in all of us. I know you want to be Beyonce. You're a star. We're stars. We want to shine. That's who we are. Queens.
Baby girl.
It's Miami. So we gonna soak up the sun a little bit, hit these waves, and ride life.
Pull it out. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted something I could spend. $100,000 on my wrist. Check to let me ball out with my friends. Boy, you every time I know I'm motherfucking hell. And I'm in my head, I'm talking real crazy, caught a deal. That's big booty bitch, you thought it was red, but still like Cannon, I caught it. Go ahead, Kim. Don't get no love. Sometimes still got hoes in the middle. Keep shit trigger, boy, you every time I know.
Oh, that yellow. One little private beach. Our melanin was definitely popping. And somewhere down the line, some booties was rocking.
Really cook like this. The work got me thrown to the wrist. So watching nigga bros take a pic. I bet you can't do it like this. Cooking no ends in the plate. But when I just shoot, I go twist. You niggas like flies in the shit. I really cook like this. I really cook like this. When you see the money make a twist. I gotta fuck up with the work. I bet you gotta make a little work. And ain't my what you want to work. When I tell nigga no cap. You know my mother got that.
Queen shit. Queen shit. Queen shit. Queens. A bunch of black queens. Shit. It is what it is. Yeah.
You let a nigga do his thing. And you don't wanna play this game. And you don't wanna meet that game.
To basically be a black woman on vacation and your hair is down, you in your little yellow bikini, life's great. One of the things I love about dance is that it brings people together. Dancing, it's us, we queens, they queens, vibing. The party boat was one of my favorite parts. that's something that I didn't get to do before. So it was brand new to all of us, including me. So it was like definitely a whole vibe. I was so excited because we got to do the jet skis and we almost didn't because a little episode.
You got that milk money. I got that milk money. You got that milk money. I got that milk money. I got that milk money.
Happy birthday
right here, Pa.
to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And that's how you feed the soul. But there's layers to soul work and layers to being a woman.
I'm really excited to step into the year 30. Like, it's just a number, but like I really feel like a woman. Like, I really feel like I stepped right into womanhood. So I'm really excited to be here today. And so moving forward, I just want to talk to you guys and ask you guys some questions about life and how we got here. I mean, we all kind of close to age or whatever, so it's not easy becoming a woman. It's not easy. Some people have good family structure. Some people don't. Like, some people just don't have good situations from childhood. And we're a lot of people are just out here trying their best to get to the next level with nothing but like hope. You know what I mean? So I just want to be able to have that open conversation about what it's been like on your journey to womanhood. One time I was somewhere, I was at church actually, and they wanted us to write down something that we wanted, and I had put to be successful and or something, and the person was like, well, you could be successful at what? Because you can be successful at anything. You know what I mean? So every time I think about success, I think about her saying that, because you can be successful. Like, I want this trip to be a success. I want my career to be a success. I want my new apartment to be a success. I want my relationship to be a success. So like, I guess like success probably means like maybe like an accomplishment to the highest level of it, like to the top level of whatever it is that you envision.
Okay, this is really like passionate to me, really important to me. So I really want to be successful at it. And I guess being a single parent, like I really want to be successful.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's great.
Like everything about her, like what I didn't have, I just want to give it to her. She want to dance, we're in cheerleading, we're dancing. She want to go here, she want to do this. I push her for college. She's about to graduate at 16, go to college at 16. Like, I just want her to be so successful, but I want to be successful and say, I did that by myself. Right. I really did that. And it was not easy at all. At all. But I did it and I got through it. Because it was some stressful times, really hard times.
Well, being so I was a first-time mom, it was very hard to juggle finding me, and I'm just now finding me, and Jordan's about to be 4 years old. So it's really hard to sit there and juggle living you, being who you are still, and trying to focus on your child too, because sometimes you want to sit there and do stuff, you're like, but like your child come first, like so it's like, but nah, I come too, because if I don't come first, then I can't look out for you, because if I'm fucked down, then you will be fucked down. Right. Because so I have to, I take care of me too. Right. And I don't feel bad no more. I stopped doing that, because once I stopped doing that, that's when I accepted myself and started loving myself more. I stopped that. That's hard.
See, but my mom didn't tell me she loved me. I know deep down inside my mom loved me, but none of that. And the teacher had called me in, and she was like, you know, Jaya was all over me, hugging me, and she just said she wanted to hug and da-da-da. And she was like, well, don't mommy give it to you? And she was like, no. And it was just because I was brought up like that. I think, you know, raising my kids, providing for my kids is love, but it's not. As a mother, you need to give that. And I try. I don't know what it's like. So.
My mom actually came from a household like that. But what she did, so I'm all crying now. But so my mom, she wasn't like really loved on. She was in an abusive like relationship with her mom, stuff like that or whatever. So she told herself that she would never be like that to her kids and stuff like that. So she loved on me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it has caused me to be a lover. So just because you didn't doesn't mean that your children will be that way. Right. They might give love in a different way. They will find their own way to give love. So, you know, as long as you recognize, you know what I'm saying? And as though it feels awkward, just like everything else, you got to push through it. You know what I'm saying?
What's hurting you? We're talking about what you actually been accustomed to, but you don't want any parts of. You have to be willing to let it go. You have to be willing to let go the things that hinders you from becoming the best woman that you could possibly be.